I mean, now, if you had to describe the end of an era experience, what would you do to prepare people to come to your shows? What would you tell them? How would you describe what they're going to experience?
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Lie.
Dress warm. Dress warm.
Dress warm. It gets very cold.
Does it get cold?
Very cold.
Really?
Very cold. We're very cold-hearted. What do you think?
Just come to the show. Who cares?
Yeah,
There's no preparation.
he just comes to the shows.
That's it.
It's a lot of chaos. There's a lot of things that go wrong. Things get broken a lot.
The best word, I guess, would be intense. I've had a lot of people come up and say that was intense. Like, of all the local shows people seen, that, like, it does something to people. So I think that's cool. Every time I hear that, and I hear that we drew something out of a person, whether it be, like, questioning what they do in their own lives, or questioning the world around them, or just evoke anything, I think that's good. And that's what you should expect coming to an End of an Era show.
I have to agree. I mean, one of the big words that I thought of when I thought of you guys is energy. That's one of the biggest things that I've noticed. No matter what venue you guys are playing, you're consistent. You always have this great energy coming off the stage, and I give you guys so much credit for that, because no matter where you play, what type of set you do, there's always energy, and you can always tell that you guys are really into your music and passionate about your music, and that is extremely important.
We do the energy, by the way. It's hard as a local band to get somebody's attention, so we figured if we bring energy to the stage, we would bring energy out into the club or wherever venue we are playing at. So it's something that we always try to do, is put on the greatest show for people, as well as for them to like our music. As a local band, it's very hard to get people's attention, and that's one of the things that we bring to our live shows, that we know if they enjoy us, they like how we do it, then we do that.
Yeah.
We drink like 9 rock stars before we go on. I'm not kidding about
that.
That only happened once.
That happened once.
That happened before our best show ever.
Yeah, so I think we should go back to doing
So
that.
that's the key to being successful, is drink 9 rock stars.
Well,
before
what
your
I could
show.
say, but I won't say it on the air. So.
No, I have to admit too. Now I've seen you guys. I've traveled distances to see you guys, and I mean, I know a lot of your fans have traveled distances to see you as well. And even there, I remember there was one venue in particular where nobody was really familiar with you guys, and you drew people out of the bar that have never heard you before. You drew them out of the bar to come and watch you guys, and that was, to me, incredible, and that's what made me prove to me even more that you guys were as talented as I thought you were. So props to that. That was interesting.
I always just thought people came to the show to see like which one of us was going to die that night.
Yeah.
Well, that too. That too. That's how you advertise your shows.
Exactly.
Now, getting back to the local scene, you guys have your hands in a lot of aspects of the local scene, and you guys are actually doing your own part, not through your music, but also through your rehearsal studios, your recording studios. I want you guys to tell me a little bit about how else you're helping the local scene.
Well, one thing we're trying to do is give the scene like a place to get better, to mature and do the things that they need to do without like breaking the bank, kind of. But we try to also put our hands in on the music. Like we try to get good bands to come in and help them get farther. And it's a cool place, a cool community for people to exchange musical messages, and it's cool. Yeah. And they're both on Route 37, so. Fits to your show, yeah.
Yes, it does. Now, I know about the Intro Lab. What are the 2 places that I want you guys to throw them out there?
There is Intro Lab Rehearsal, which is the downstairs of our building, and then there's the attic, which is the upstairs of the building. That's us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's us.
It's kind of
Now, tell me a little bit about the attic.
things happen up there. I'm not going to get into it.
That's about it. Things happen.
I have to admit, I've wandered through the attic myself a couple times, and I mean, it's a great place to go to find things that you don't think you'll find anyplace else.
Hold on. I think we're going to get a lot of business at the attic tomorrow just to see what you sell there.
Yeah.
Keep it vague.
T-shirts. 673 Bachelor Street. Right
673 Bachelor Street, right off Route 37.
Go see Spags. He'll have funny stories for you.
He always has funny stories. Maybe he can create a few more if you go see him. Now, I'm going to ask again, if you had to deliver a message to people that are watching the show that have not seen the show before, what is your message going to be? What would you like them to know about you?
There's a few things.
Keep it short and sweet.
All right. A, destroy the world for the better.
Okay.
Kill yourself and others. And,
Merry Christmas.
And a Happy New Year.
No, seriously, End of an Era has been one of my favorite bands in the local scene for years, as I said. If you go see a local show, if you're new to the local scene, I highly, highly recommend that you start with End of an Era. They have a couple great shows coming up. They actually have an acoustic show, another unplugged show at actually the
Intro Lab
Intro Lab,
Records.
which is 673 Bachelor Street, this Saturday. It's a great place to go and hang out, a great place to hear some other local bands as well. They're also playing Fright Fest, you guys mentioned. Tell me a little bit about
We
that.
are. We're playing on Sunday at Fright Fest.
Sunday at Fright Fest?
Fright Fest is always a good time. We love playing Fright Fest. There's this giant mausoleum that we play on, and there's flames, and Spags gets his own cubby.
Very cool. It's on Covey. Now, I also know you guys have a bigger show coming up at the Starland, correct, with the Misfits?
That is correct, and we really need everybody to, get on the bandwagon here and get some tickets from us.
Yep. If you go to 673 Bachelor Street, they can get their tickets there, correct, at the Intro Lab?
You can do that. You can call us on the phone,
You call from
Call
the
email
on the
us,
MySpace.
Email.
MySpace, to
MySpace.
Facebook. Send us a smoke signal, right, Justin?
Smoke signal. Anyway, you can get in touch with them. It's going to be an outrageous show. I've seen a couple shows myself at the Starland. Always a great time, especially when End of an Era is playing. Misfits, another great local band. Or another great band, rather. Not really. Kind of, sort of local. So I'm actually going to let you know what's coming up next week. Next week I actually have Arlene's Costumes coming on to talk a little bit about Halloween. They will be showing us some makeup tips, some costume tips, telling us what's hot this season, what you should be for Halloween. I'm also going to be discussing the biggest Halloween parties in the area. A couple that I'm going to mention are Jenkinson's, and the Rat is also having a great party at Martell's. So stay tuned. Hope to see you next week. My sound effects specialist again, thank you, and End of an Era, thank you for being my guest.
Don't
And
hate
thank
that.
you to Bridget for joining me. We're probably going to be discussing more experiences on future shows, so I'm sure we're going to have some more. Thanks again for joining us. Stay tuned, and I will see you next week. And we're going to close with one more song
One
from
more
End
song.
of an
I
Era.
don't know what song that's
Black
going
Sun. I think it's going to be Black Sun.
All right.
It's the only one we know right now.
We're going to regroup.
Quick setup. Black Sun is actually one of my favorites, I have to say.
This is going to be an interesting rendition of Black
An
Sun.
interesting rendition, an exclusive rendition of Black Sun.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. When you look at my life when I'm under the knife, let me know if it's a pleasing you. Cause I looked at the light, then I put up a fight so you can condemn everything I do. Got it right, got it wrong, it's the same old song, whatever. I don't play to lose, but I didn't play the card that you would play, so I've already lost to you. Yeah! Well, I've heard the same lies from pathetic minds, all the ones that live to impress you. Try to open up wide, gotta get me inside so I can cringe at everything they do. Gotta lie, gotta fake, tell me all the mistakes, whatever, they got no point to prove. But if you would take the knife and cut a deeper line, then I wouldn't have to listen to you. Cause the black sun is rising, black sun is rising, black sun will rise today. Can you feel it coming? Black sun is rising, black sun is rising, black sun will rise today. Can you feel it coming? The more you hate me, the more you will learn. Well, it's shining down to greet you with a smile of the sun. If you're looking for some cleansing from the lies you hold within, you'll find your penance in the barrel of a gun. Black sun is rising, black sun is rising, black sun will rise today. Black sun is rising, black sun is rising, black sun will rise today.
Heather's Decadent Guide to the Jersey Shore. I will see you again next week to talk all about Halloween. What's hot, what's not, how to do your makeup. And in upcoming weeks, we're going to be hitting some local clubs, some local hot spots. So I can't wait to see you then. Thanks again, and thank you to End of an Era.